She's that Friday feeling. And we're back in the place. We're back in the hangar. Oh, yeah. It seems like an eternity. Where's everyone been? What's it mean that was missing? Yes, I've been a busy bee. Yes, I have been. That's okay. I'm back. I'm here. On it's a Friday. Yes, are we going flying? No. We're not going flying. The weather in the UK has been atrocious. I mean, we had a few hot days of sun, and what the hell? Where the rest of it did it go? I just don't know. I think I'll have a cup of tea before we start. Sounds like a good idea, son. Come on, beat a cup of tea. All right, enough of that tomfoolery. And yes, for those that have been watching, I do apologise for leaving you alone for a couple of weeks or so, a few weeks maybe. Yes, I've been very, very busy and it's been a bit crazy. If it's the first time that you've been to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you loads. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and if you want to become a member and all that sort of stuff. We're getting back into place now. I had a bit of a small gap. And also you're saying, the regulars are saying, Chris, you look a bit thin. Yes, I've been losing weight so I can fit in the hangar more and have more planes. But don't tell the missus that. Yes, so what are we doing today? Well, I'm not going to be doing the Harrier. If you've been following, you know I've been doing the Harrier, and I'm not going to rush it. There's, you know, I kind of didn't, we are trying to rush it for the videos and bits and pieces. Some of the covering is not as good as it should be, so I need to rub that bits down and then carry on finish covering it, and then when it's ready and it's primer, we'll come back to that. So I just don't want to rush it. It's pointless because, yeah, it'll crash. Anyway, so what are we going to do? So I have got a plethora of planes in this hangar, as you know, and here's my little green books of so I don't lose bits and pieces. And I think today we'll go to I'm not looking. Yes, the Tortuga. Yes, we're back over there. The lovely desk, the corky desk, which is lovely, and it's come off a bit there. I need to put some more glue on here, but that's okay. It's all good. And yes, as you can see, the bright Tortuga is in shot. Oh yes, so we've also got the iPhone cam. Hello there. Yes, so this is made of fiberglass Tortuga. I know you're kind of seeing, it's not probably the wrong shot for you, but it's lovely, absolutely lovely. And I have got the manual, which is fantastic. This is the KR84 Tortuga manual from I can never say this word. Antarctic. Yeah, let's show the phone cam and show you them, that lot. How do you say that? Antarctic blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. So yes, they do some lovely ones. I mean, there's the Havoc and the Drake, which are both, I think they are they've got jets in basically. And this one is a pusher. This one is a prop pusher. Now, hopefully I got a chat to my good friend George from Formax, and if you want anything electrical or find out about motors or anything else, I mean, he does everything, but he's a brain to ask because he knows everything. And yes, so I might take this over to him and say, can we put an EDF in that? Because I think it'd be much more fun with an EDF. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know, but we'll see. But I thought I'll get it out. I mean, I bought this years ago. It was in Hangar 1. Can you believe it? And I'm not sure if I've got everything. I don't know where all the parts are. But I mean, it does come with a lot of lovely stuff. All fiberglass, carbon fibre and fiberglass. And she's a sexy, sexy bird. She really, really is. I know Ian, who's part of watch the channel. Hello Ian, how you doing? Sorry, I apologise if I worried everyone not being about. I was making posts on YouTube posting and the DRCH Hangar page, which is not the old page, it's the new page that you can actually interact and post all your planes and projects on. I'll leave some links below in the description, and also leave a link below to this. Whether you can get one or not, I don't know now. But it's just a wow. I mean, what we're looking at. In fact, I think it's got all parts listings here, and it all looks great and fantastic. But I don't know if I've still got the parts. Gosh, that was tiring. Enough of that tomfoolery. Right, yes, so I searched high and low, low and high, and all a bit in the middle, and I actually found the stuff. Here we go on the overhead cam. You have to also excuse the little buzzing in the background. I was pretty silly. I started a 3D print that I was meant to do later on, but I decided to do it now because it's quite long, and it's of the moon. I did do one before, and this is for my granddaughter, and here's a quick interlude of one I did before.
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
There you go. I gave my granddaughter the moon. Yes, you can't beat that, can you? Right, so what we got here? We got stuff. I think I've got all the stuff anyway. I mean, these bags are all labelled up. Let's make sure I've got you nice and level over there. I don't think I have. Have I? I don't know. Let's zoom in a bit. There you go. I do. It's one of them days, isn't it? So here we go. I want to see if we've got everything stuff. We didn't really get anywhere on the build. It was just an unboxing, I think. So this is all glass fibre. It is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Ready for me to break. Right, that looks like I got enough of those, so that's good. That's what I wanted. We'll go through other bits and pieces now. I've got a motor, which is an XT series, a performance motor, which is pretty hefty. Oh, hefty motor. It's a lovely motor. What kVA is it? It doesn't say. It should say somewhere. Nova. No. Oh, it's only a 2,200 kVA. So you know, it's not. It's nice, but I'm sure this was a couple of years old, so I'm sure that could possibly be changed. So you know, as I say, I've got to chat to George, and you know, I don't know if I get an EDF that powerful to do that. I don't know. We'll have a little chat. If not, it's going to be a pusher, but it's a scary pusher because the blades are at the back. We have got some KST digital servos now. These are pretty awesome. Now you're saying, Chris, well, you know, you're not going to be able to fly this. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna get someone on the sticks that's good at fast flying, possibly Flying Finn, if you all know Flying Finn. If not, and his dad Trevor. I'll put a link down to their channel below. But he's a fantastic pilot, young lad, and I'm sure he'll be able to fly that about. Or we'll go on buddy box or something, so I can have a little go. Or I can just go for bust, who knows. Then we have got here, we've got a Hobby Wing 120 amp. That's going to be nice as well. So there you go, that's the Hobby Wing doodah. And I did buy the program box for the Hobby Wing, so yeah, that's good. I've still got those, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, that is the bag, so that is all part of the actual doodahs. And I did keep, this is what I could do, see, I keep all the parts in bags. So I got bag 3, that's a good sign. I got a bag 5, even better sign. I got a Silex servo. Oh, that's a nice servo, and little bits and pieces, but it doesn't say what number it is, but that's alright. Got bag 1, oh, we're cooking on gas. Also got an APC prop. Oh, we've got bags in a bags. I say, we've got a bag 4, so we're cooking on gas, yes. And we got a bag 6, come on. Bring on that bag 2, and yes, the piece de resistance, bag 2. So hopefully, if I look at the magazine, or the Bible as I like to call them, does it say how many bags I should get? It says like the motor mountains and bits and pieces, but does it say how many bags I should have? Probably not. Oh, hello. That's Formula 1 practicing. That's what that noise was. Yes, I like my Formula 1 as well. I don't know. It doesn't say the bags. We can only hope then that everything is there. So you need some thread locker, a mill. I need a mill. Well, you can't see what I'm looking at, can you? Sorry. Some CA glue, yes. Epoxy glue, yes. Sand and fit where necessary, yes. Bag XX, yes. That's yeah. And we need a mill. I don't know, why do I need a mill? Probably to ground out some stuff. I don't know. We'll have a look. To say, I'm not going to rush this, and I do apologise if I'm absolutely boring you. But I'm going to build a Tortuga. Yes, I am. So let's put some of these back in a big bag. And the servos and bits and pieces, and that can go to the side, so I don't lose things, as he says. And let's see what it says first of all. So first of all, it's saying to me, it's saying, oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a bag 1. So we're going to be using the bags. Bag 1. Bag 1 is what we're going to start off with. So let's stick the other bags over in the big bag, so we don't lose them. But I've kept these for years, so how cool is that? Oh, look, there's more bags under there. You get back in there. So we're going to need bag 1.1, bags. Let's open these bags. Hopefully I'm all in shot. So bag 1.1, that's you. 1.2, that's you. Then bag 5. Talk about jump right. Okay. Here we go. Bag 5. Bag 5. See, trouble is this is epoxy glue at the back. And I don't really want to do the back at the moment because George might turn around and say, yes, we can have a EDF. So maybe I should stick back. I'm not prepared, am I, for this? I should have just gone for a pusher. I don't know if that blast on the blast back is. I mean, this is going to be probably a video, I reckon, after I've spoken to George. As I say, it's just been so busy at work, it's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you know it's like, if you're working that hard, you get home, you just pooped. And it's like, yeah, so hence why nothing's really come out. So this might be a shorter video than anticipated. And I do apologise for that. I was looking forward to today. I'm still am, actually. I need to speak to George. We could jump on. So we don't need to do the back. Because I've got to make sure as well that the motor mount, I don't know if you can see that, is all, you know, different. We could do the middle bit. Now the middle bit, I've seen these parts, they didn't turn around to me and say what bag it is. But I think there's only one there that looks like that, which is bag 2, and that looks all like that. And we've got some thread locker, and M2, blah 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 blah. And this puts the front doodahs on. Canards, that's it. It says it there in black and white, Canard. So let's stick a Canard, and we've got a micro servo. Oh, that's the mean micro servo. Yep, we've got one of those. Yes, and okay, so this is all in bag 2. I'm lying, it does say bag 2. So there's my micro servo. Yeah, that's you. Oh, that is a DS2 1C as well. Okay, wicked. So let's get that out there. Come on, Chris. I mean, when you get these kits, they're just brilliant. They really are brilliant. You know, it comes in a lovely box, and it's all posh and sexy, and it's lovely. And it's just quality. It really is quality. So we're going to try and get this done. I think I might move the camera position in a minute, just so we can you can see what I'm doing a bit better. So bag 2 of 2. Ah, look, that's that linkage. Yeah, we got that. We got that, and we got that. Smashing. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to move the camera so you can see while I'm doing a bit more, I think, or I'm going to stand up. I don't know, we're going to do something though, but let's get cracking with a bit of this build. Oh yes, the Tortuga! I'm not crazy, I'm just excited. And back in the room. Yes, we're back. Okay, so you should be able to see what's going on over here. This is the front of the Tortuga. I didn't do any iPhone cam because I thought, well, you know, let's get on with it. Now, the first thing it says is basically that we've got our little SAB DS12C servo, which is pretty sexy, and we've got to stick it in. So okay, so we can stick it in, but before we stick it in, actually, well, I'll tell you what, we'll make the holes. Now I've got to get this the right way round because the picture on the planes get that way, so it goes this way. So this goes into the wood. Now, you don't really need to see all this really, but well, why not, eh? Why not? And now I've got to get my little awesome Aeromax little drill thing here that you can see, and I think we'll make little pilot holes of 0.08. Brilliant thing these are. Oh, it's dinging, people dinging me and everything. So what I'll do, I think I'll just I'll drill these out. Would help if I turned it on, Christopher. Ah, that's that one, isn't it? It's turned on. Just turned off as I was about to do it. It's typical, that, isn't it? Alrighty, so yeah, I had a bit of a tough time there. I didn't realise there's some carbon fibre underneath, and it's pretty hefty stuff to drill through my little drill machine, but we've done it nonetheless. So fantastic. Today we've got, yes, the purple power. The purple tray, yes, the Magno tray of purpleness, and what it didn't come with is the servo kind of screws, or whatever you call them, but RTL fasteners did send me a load before, as you know, and yeah, fantastic, they're all on there, so I've still got some, so there's that. Now it does say in the, wherever I put the servo, in the book, that we need to put this on now. I need to get this centre, so I will get this centre in a minute. So it does come with a screw in here, which is quite strange. But then you get 2 screws as well with the servo arm, so that's kind of interesting, don't you think? So I didn't see that just until I was about to look at it. So I want to do this before I put it in because it makes life a lot easier. In fact, I should have my servo tester at hand. Right, servo tester. So let's get this the right way round, which is signal. Signal is yellow. I think it's that like that. Yes, there we go. And if I just put that on neutral, and then move it about. Wonderful. Put it on neutral. Right, okay, there you go. Neutral is there. Okay, let's just take that out. Now let's get this the right way round, because the actual picture is the plane the other way round. So it's going to be that way, and then this is going to be pointing away from the SAB. So it points in that way. Now obviously we can always move this if it doesn't fit straight on, so I'm not too worried about it with the radio. That's good. That's good. This doesn't ask for Loctite, so I'm not going to Loctite it. It should be just enough. Fiddle screws. I tell you what, I'm so happy I decided to do this. As I say, Ian, who you know who you are, he's getting one himself, or he got one himself. I'm not sure. He was asking if I was going to sell this, and it's like, no, this is oodles. I love it. Right, so that's that on. And then we've got like these little ball link things there, and with a Diddy screwdriver. I don't know what these is. This is 1.5mm. I've misplaced some of my screwdrivers, including the purple power. Oh no, 1.5. Why does that 1.5 fit and the other one doesn't? How random is that? And this goes into the second hole, so that should screw in there nicely. He says I shouldn't need to make a thread. It doesn't say to make a thread. I do have thread making stuff. Okay, well I'm going to have to put this on. I'll take this off and put it on, because it says it put it on afterwards, and I might have to fight it a little bit. Hold tight. Okay, yeah, so we've done that. So I did put the ball link in. It is an M2 that fits in there. If I can get that close for you. I did put it on the side of the engineering block and then just wound it in. I didn't want to drill it because I wanted it to make its own thread, and you find that when you start screwing these in, they make their own thread and it's nice and tight, and that's what I wanted to do. Had a bit of a boo-boo, and it's going to put a stop to me because I lost one. It dropped down in the hangar. I can't really find it. It must be somewhere. Obviously the borrowers are borrowing it, if you know who the borrowers are. But anyway, so that's that. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in yet because I want all the linkage done first and everything else, which is going to be a pain in the butt. So we've got our linkages here, the rod assembly. So I can start winding that in. It's all simple stuff really, but I just thought, well, you know, let's just show what I'm doing. Why not? That's what it's all about. My journey and all that sort of fun stuff. I'll try and get that on straight, because if I don't, then it's going to be a bit of a pickle. So it should go on nicely. I mean, I suppose you could make your own threads. I mean, I do have a threader kit, but yeah, I haven't needed to use that for anything yet. I might need to get some pliers. So I've got these pliers that hasn't got any teeth, as to say, so it doesn't dent the actual whatever you're doing. Otherwise you find that when you're holding it hard, it imprints the actual teeth that you're on the soft metal, as to say. So let's get that in there anyway. Now, I don't know how long, how much this actually needs to go on here. Now I have got a little tool, which obviously I haven't got at the moment. Funky tool. My little crocodile with a single tooth kind of thing. Let's see if I can get that in focus for you. Not really focusing a lot today. I don't know what's going on with the camera, but anyway, this is what you use to put these on. If I can push this on and show it in the camera. Camera is in a really weird position today, so if I can put that on there, I can get in there. There you go. Posh. And it plops it on, and there you go. That is ready to rock and roll. So I can put that in, I guess. It's just the other end I can't put in, which is really annoying. So the SAB is that way, so the SAB has got to be this way, as in the text. So I'll be sitting in there, and then this is obviously, I've just bent this round, so I can actually get the screws in. So let me just whack these screws in. Don't need to watch me screws in. Okay, they're all in, as you'll see in a minute, but I need to get this done now. Now I can only get a bit of it done, but this is lovely aluminum, or aluminium as you like to say over here, but the actual name is aluminum. But yeah, there you go. It's all to do with the periodic table apparently. Yeah, so that will sit inside anyway, as it's kind of sits like that in the front. And then we've got this piece here that's meant to hold the ball link, which I'm going to have to try and get from somewhere. Now the trouble is I can't, this is the annoying thing, I can't tighten that up because you almost need the ball link to tighten it at the same time. I could use my pliers actually. I could use my pliers. So let's stick a bit of oh, it's a bit too much. Now it is blue Loctite. This one's a SAB blue Loctite. The reason that you use blue, if you don't know, is because red will just make it almost impossible to get out. Here it stops it rattling. Let me get a bit of cloth. I should have a bit of cloth on me, but I haven't. But there you go. Let's wipe that off. This will keep it tight. Anti-rattle, anti-shaking maybe. There you go. Right, so that's tight. And as you can see, there's no marks. Now if I had, I hope that was in focus. I do apologise. If it had teeth on the edge on the pliers, it would have left some marks, but here it doesn't. So that's great. Let's get that off. In fact, it's just off camera, just on my t-shirt, don't worry about it. Right, so that will sit in there like that, and then the canards now can go in, and then each of these will be thread locked, and they tighten in the bottom. That's a screw that I didn't need for some reason, and they're the two spare screws for the servo. I don't know why you get two, but there you go. So let's bring her over and whack some canards in, and then I can always pop it on. So here's the servo. Now I did, if I can get focus, that's going to focus. I did need to screw a bit bigger hole for these. I started to screw one in and I almost heard this cracking. So yeah, it's kind of like plywood they're put in there. So plywood, you know, if it's not the right, it will split it. But that's all really tough and solid, and that will sit there quite happily. So let's get my canards, and the text goes at the top of these canards. Absolutely, aren't they lovely? They're just a piece of art. They really are. Just so sexy. And these will fit in like so. And here's another one that I didn't even know I got out, but hey ho. And they fit in there like so. Right, so in the middle here. Now this is, I don't think I'm gonna tighten these, tighten, if that makes sense. I just want to put them in because I don't want it to, yeah, I want it in the right place first. So I'm just sticking these in at either end, and they kind of push in, and I suppose this will meet in the kind of like the middle, like so. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll tighten them, I just won't Loctite them. But it's kind of, so that sits in the middle. See what I mean? This kind of really needs to be on that ball link and wound down to get that centralised, and then I can put the canards on, which is really annoying because I wanted to put them on. But you can see, there you go. Well, actually, they're just that way. They don't work independently. But how cool is that? Let's just zoom you out a bit. So what I'll do is I'm going to see if I can get some of them 2mm ball links from somewhere. But you can see here on the instructions, and if I can get that in focus, hopefully. I really need my purple screwdriver for here. So here's what we're doing here, and the two canards go into it, and then the screws get in there, but they do have Loctite. We've already Loctite this one, so that's that shaft, and then I need a Uniball M2 to fit in there. So hopefully I'll be able to get one of those, or even I'll have a bit of a deeper look in the hangar after everybody's gone, as to say, out of the room. Well, there you go. We've got to pause it there because I've lost my ball link. Yes, my M2 ball link has gone. It's somewhere. or the borrowers have borrowed it, if you know who the borrowers are. But yeah, so Tortuga is sexy. I'm really hoping that the weather changes itself, because it's just unfortunately it's been way too windy. Why I crashed my trainer, and the weather's just been crazy. I'm not that great of a pilot to start messing with the wind at the moment. Not with trainers anyway, because they just float, don't they? So maybe I might be doing better with a jet. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. But I'm happy. I'm good. I'm in the hangar and I'm doing stuff. That is all I want to do, and I've got that Friday feeling, which I'm hoping you're going to get that Friday feeling as well, because it is great, and especially this hobby is just awesome. And to get back in the hangar, cleared up, so I've got a bit of space. It just makes you feel good, and you know, was it clear space, clear mind? That's what they say. But anyway, if you can get out this weekend, then get out there and have some fun. You know, get out while you can, fly, do quads, copters, stuff. If you can get out and have some fun, because I intend to. But we'll see what the weather brings tomorrow. But I don't know what's going to go on. So today wasn't too bad a day. I could have got out. It turned out you can never trust the weather, right? But anyway, if you can get out. But if you do get out, be safe, keep safe. But most of all, have fun. Because, you know, you just got to have fun with that Friday feeling and enjoy life while you can, right? Anyway, listen, thanks for putting up with me for a little gap. And I hope you enjoyed this sexy Tortuga, which is fantastic. I'll leave all the bits and pieces down below in the description and everything else that you might, links that you might have. So I will be back next week with the continue of the Tortuga. And yeah, and who knows, the weather might suddenly change and we'll be able to get there and do some flying, because that's what you're here to see, and to see my crazy journey. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm in the hangar. Thanks for popping by. Ta-ra now. Bye-bye.